Today's topic is done. If anyone has any doubts or questions, you can ask me. A soothing smile was dancing on her lips, and it was the reason that Jungkook was smiling too. It was his daily routine to admire her, which was hard for Ryan to avoid. I have a question, Miss Ryan. Yes? Are you free tonight? A smirk appeared on his lips, a dirty one which was uncomfortable for Ryan. Students' attention also drifted to Mingyu, including Jungkook. No personal, I promise I'll make you happy. Ryan's eyes widened on his dirty remark. This rich spoiled brat always disturbed her, but this time he crossed the limit. A hard punch landed on Mingyu's face that his lower lip bled. He wiped the blood with his thumb and looked at it with a smile. Is she only reserved for you, Jeon? Another rough punch, a kick on his stomach that Mingyu fell on the floor. To be honest, it was so satisfying for Ryan, but as a teacher, she had some responsibilities. Jungkook, stop. 1, 2, 3, then 10th constant punch of Jungkook changed the appearance of Mingyu's face. No one could comment on his curl, and if someone did, then face the consequences. I will skin you alive. Jungkook, please stop it. She finally held his hand to stop him. Just seeing her teary eyes, the beast inside him calmed. Are you okay? Yeah, just leave him. She stepped back immediately. The looks students were giving after the demo Jungkook gave them was obvious. They knew Jungkook had things for her. A deep obsessive feeling for his teacher. Mingyu was succeeded in his plan but kind of regretted it now. His whole body was in pain and he didn't even have energy to move. Call the university doctor, she will treat him here. Ryan collected the books and moved out with heavy heart. Mingyu was not the one who passed comment to her, but many did before. It was hard for her to survive alone. You are not okay at all. He followed her to the corridor. She was always amazed how he ended up reading her so accurately, but won't accept it either. Jungkook, stop creating a scene. You know, I don't care about anyone but you. He didn't care about the gaze they were receiving. Her happiness was the only thing he cared about. Do you really want me to be kicked out from here? No, no one has courage to do it. His father was a trustee of the university, which she was unaware about and kept walking, not giving him attention. Stop going hard on yourself. Share with me whatever is in your head. Trust me, you'll feel better. I have nothing to share. She closed the door of her office on his face roughly, but the dropping loner tear from her eyes was noticed by him, and it was not good for Mingyu. Only 3 months have passed since she had a first encounter with Jungkook, a very first meeting, and she stole his heart already with her innocence and undeniable beauty. Being a professor was a tough job, but handling Jungkook was an addition. Her student was madly in love with her, which we can call an obsession too. He wanted her only for himself, yet with no force. He confessed like every week and rejected too, but he didn't stop. Giving up was never in his blood, and he was aware that his efforts were definitely making an impact on her broken heart. She too felt attracted towards him, but she was afraid of the society, opinions of others, being a divorcee, a mother of a 5-year child, and the age difference was pushing her back. He was the man of her dream, but her insecurities scared her like a nightmare. A week has passed to that incident and so many things have happened. Mingyu was rusticated, the gossips about Ryan and Jungkook was still going on, and Ryan now a personal tutor of Jungkook. She denied the offer, but one personal call from Mr. Jeon silenced her. She knew it was Jungkook's tactics to get even closer to her, spend time with her, but she did too enjoy his company. He was the reason she was smiling again, healing to live a normal life, ignoring negative thoughts since he was the most positive person she ever met. He was truly the definition of never give up. Currently, Ryan was telling her 5-year-old son Jay a story. He had a fever today and wanted Ryan all for himself. She was kept massaging his scalp tenderly until he saw asleep. Get well soon, my life. She placed a soft kiss on his forehead and tying her hair in a messy bun, she looked through the window. Dark clouds were surrounding the city and rain was ready to pour. She closed the curtains when the doorbell rang. She went to open the door and there was Jungkook standing outside in his all glory. His full black attire was nothing but enhancing his unavoidable charm. Beautiful flowers for my beautiful lady. It was a rare for him to see her in such baggy clothes with messy looks. Still, she managed to look beautiful. You are not even my guest. You know, my mom always say, if you go somewhere, then don't forget to bring something. She looked at his extended hand, then to his smiling face and accepted it. It was lavender flowers, her favorite, and he knew it. He did PhD on his favorite girl. Because of Jay, she had to teach Jungkook at her home and let him inside. He could see she was just like him, a cleaning freak with high maintenance of hygiene. Is Jay sleeping? She nodded. Jungkook met him few times, but the bonding between them was magically turned out beautiful. This is for him. You shouldn't have to, Jungkook. He's my little buddy. She took the pack of snakes, which were her son's favorite, and then she continued her job. Soon darkness deepened and the heavy rain started to pour. Wow, weather is so romantic. Jungkook, concentrate. I always do, but you ignore me. He was sulking like a child. She smiled at his cuteness, yet his flirty remark, but hid it seamlessly. Concentrate on the topic. I hate organic chemistry. Then which chemistry you like? Yours and mine? Mine was feeling her cheek, neck and ears were heating up. The deepness in his voice, emotions in his eyes were making her weak for him. Rain is heavily pouring and he should go back home. Jungkook was dumbfounded while she didn't want things to get more weird. I literally came here on a bike. I know you will be fine. You are cruel, Miss Wagon, but still I love you. She felt guilty. The rain was heavy, darkness was making it like midnight, and lightning was cherry on top. Why am I like this? She walked towards the main door to send him off, but her main door was jammed. Jungkook tried it too, yet no movement, which brought a smile on his face instantly. Thank God. Her breath sucked, feeling his arms surrounded her waist. She didn't protest and let him decrease the distance between them. I think it's God's plan to bring us together. He winked at her, but she looked away. Meeting his intimidating, seductive eyes was not easy for her. We both are here. Weather is also romantic, so let's grab a cup of coffee and enjoy our little home date. What say? Not a bad idea. For the first time, she didn't oppose him, but with the voice of Jay, she immediately went to his room. Jungkook followed her too inside. Mama, yes, I am here. She hugged him tightly, but realized he was burning in fever again. OMG, you have fever again. Wine, relax. You stay with him and I'll be back. She was tensed as hell. Her son was the only person she had in her life. Soon Jungkook came back with the cold water and cotton cloth. He placed cold cloth on Jay's forehead and repeated the process. He was as concerned as her that she was seeing father figure in him. She wanted a man who accepted her son before her, and Jungkook was the man. He even sang a lullaby in his angelic voice until Jay slept again. Don't worry, he's fine now, and my mom's special soup will make him perfectly fine. Kissing Jay's forehead, he walked outside, and Wine stayed with him. It felt like having a dream family which moistened her eyes. After half an hour, she made her way outside. He was looking hot in fold sleeves and few open buttons, so concentrated and drowned in his work. How did you learn cooking? My mom, she told me only apps won't work, but great skills and being gentleman. She nodded. He was definitely raised by a great lady for sure, and it was shown in his attitude too. She is so sweet. She is indeed. You know, I mastered my flirting skills from her. A chuckle left from Wayan's mouth. It was a sweet and disbelief one. I'm serious, she was the one who approached my father, and with her never-ending flirting skill, she finally got him. He was smiling, cutting the veggies. The moment was soothing, chilly yet calm between them. That's so cute. And you know one thing? What? My mom is older than my father. He noticed her surprised look and turned off the stove. Noodles were already boiled. So we won't be facing any problem in future too. He winked and she shook her head with a giggle. This guy never left any chance to flirt or impress her. By the way, what's you making? Delicious soup for our little J and special dinner for us. Our J sounded like a heaven to her that it moistened her eyes once again. He really admired her son so much. Do you need any help? Yeah. She consumed herself in the helping Jungkook. Stealing glances, accidental touches and random talks were going on in the kitchen. I'm loving the situation we are in. Me too. She unknowingly mumbled, but it was audible for Jungkook. Now he wanted her confession because it was obvious in her eyes that she fell for him too. Jungkook? She gasped, feeling his hold around her wrist, and with a swift second she was pinned against the wall. Her hands were placed beside her face, and they were too close to each other. How long do I have to wait for your confession? What nonsense! She tried to free herself, but his strength was incomparable. Due to closeness, he could feel how fast her heartbeats accelerating. Vian, what's wrong? Why are you pushing me back in yourself? There's nothing wrong with falling in love. Tears were now pouring from his eyes. The man in front of her really loved her too much. Are you feeling insecure because of our age gap? Then please don't. Young girls can get married to older, then what's the problem if situation is opposite? I'm not just older but a divorcee and a mother of single child. So what? I don't see any problem in it. I know everything already and accept it with my whole heart. You are not understanding, Jungkook. You are young blood and feeling attraction towards someone is normal. How could you think like that? Many girls have captured my eyes, but you? Only you captured my heart, damn it. It's not just a random attraction, but an obsessive love that turned deeper and deeper every time I see you. His voice was authoritative and each words were clearing the true feelings of his heart. I can fight with anyone else to the world and leave everyone just be with you. Just trust me, Vian, and let me show you how the actual love looks like, the deeper obsessive love of Cheon Jungkook. She was silently looking into his eyes. His each words hold a meaning and she believed he won't hurt her. Never. I just want you to hold my hand, then leave everything to me. Just one chance and I'll prove you how much you mean to me. You won't break my heart, right? Rather, I would. Suddenly his lips sealed with her lips. The moment stopped for some time, then their lips moved against each other. Their arms surrounded each other's figure in a gentle and impatient embrace. The kiss lasted for a few minutes, resting forehead to each other, their sweet gaze locked. You are such a great kisser, Miss Girlfriend. You were good too, Mr. Boyfriend. It's a compliment for the first kiss. What? I'll be your first and last in everything. He again captured her lips. The intensity was increasing. The chilly vibes of rainy night was making the moment bliss. The couple was busy until they heard something falling and backed away. Mama, is Cookie now my father? Yes, baby. From now on, call me Dad. He took Happy J in his embrace and showered him with lots of kisses. Both of them found happiness in each other's, and looking at them, she felt completed. Her son found a great father and she a perfect companion. Seeing her with moistened eyes, he embraced her in his arm too. This was how beautiful family started, with happiness, because she found the right person in her messed up life, who changed her sad story into a fairy tale.